72% of the jobs. Companies 5 to 500 employees, and all we care about is quality.
I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. Would Katt Williams' prize be to be a part of the Pink Friday tour?
You need to grow the f up with your irresponsible act. That's right.
Nicki Minaj has been portrayed by critics as a former undocumented immigrant and a non-U.S. resident who is now doing everything possible to avoid deportation. In this version of events, she is said to be willing to publicly align herself with Donald Trump if that helps her remain in the country, regardless of how awkward or humiliating it may appear. Because of this behavior, many observers argue she is becoming a punchline inside the music business, rather than an artist people respect. At this stage, some say the situation is almost laughable, since they believe she is responsible for her own problems. Interestingly, one comedian rumored to be quietly amused by the drama is Katt Williams. Republicans frequently circulate old, clipped videos to suggest Katt supports Trump. However, fans of his stand-up know he spent years criticizing Trump and openly ridiculing MAGA followers. During the COVID period, Katt publicly attacked Trump for spreading dangerous ideas, including comments about bleach and ultraviolet light. He bluntly called Trump a clown and said the world already had one running it. Katt mocked the thought of rubbing bleach on skin, putting it in eyes, or standing under UV light, stressing that the moment demanded seriousness. Instead, he argued the president behaved like a joke. Over time, Katt has repeatedly criticized Trump, pointing to ignorance.
Trump said this week he spoke to the president of Puerto Rico and the president of the Virgin Islands. Sir, you are the president of Puerto Rico, and you are also the president of the Virgin Islands. So the question is, who done?
And let's not forget, Katt has also stated,
It's a crazy time. I'm not the only black man with a bunch of mugshots. Show another one.
What you see, too?
When it comes to Nicki, many remember how she embarrassed herself by trying to recruit Katt Williams for her tour, turning an already awkward moment into something that made her seem desperate.
I want to know. Now, I know that this is the busiest man in show business, okay? I know that he's rich, and I know that, he's the funniest man in showbiz. Can y'all hit up Katt Williams and ask him what would be his price to hi Haiti, how are you, to be a part of the Pink Friday tour? Yeah. But I would like to know if on one of his off days, if I could slide him a little bag, a big bag, and then have him come out.
Katt quickly rejected the offer after seeing how extreme Nicki's fan base could be, and he stepped away right away, choosing not to get involved any further.
Minaj said she wanted me on her tour, and she told so many people, a million people hit my phone at the same time. It scared me and Jesus. He shut all of.
Looking back now, especially as Nicki's career appears to be slowing down, it seems clear she wanted Katt on that tour mainly to help sell tickets. She needed his name to create excitement and draw attention. However, Katt understood the situation right away and refused to let himself be used as part of a marketing push. After that plan collapsed, Nicki was forced to change direction and look for another way to stay relevant. That shift led to the Majula rebrand. Very quickly, she went from a powerful force in rap to an example of self-inflicted damage. Today, she feels less influential and more like a warning story.
For young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
if Nicki had always backed,
If Nicki had supported Jay-Z, much of this drama might never have happened. Instead, she shifted from criticizing Donald Trump and condemning his immigration stance to reshaping her image to appeal to MAGA supporters. The irony is that many of them are not her fans and would not hesitate to see her removed. As of January 2026, Nicki Minaj has not obtained U.S. citizenship. Born in Trinidad and Tobago, she entered the United States without documents and confirmed in 2024 that she remains a non-citizen.
Well, the only thing is, I'm not a citizen of America. Isn't that crazy?
You're a citizen of where?
Of Trinidad.
Oh, you're Trinidad.
Yes, boy. I was born on a beautiful island called Trinidad and Tobago. But I've been in the States for many years. You would think that with the millions of dollars that I've paid in taxes to this country, that I would have been given an honorary citizenship many, many, many thousands of years ago, Landale. Okay.
The young man Nicki was speaking with turned out to be a supporter from Jamaica, who had faced serious threats because of his sexuality and was seeking asylum. As a longtime admirer of Nicki, he joined one of her live streams, where she appeared kind and offered advice along with encouragement. At that moment, she seemed understanding and aware of the struggles people like him endure. Now, her public behavior looks very different. Nicki has recently used homophobic language toward Don Lemon, while also praising Donald Trump's immigration policies. Many see this shift as clear self-sabotage, especially since she once spoke openly against Trump. In the past, she discussed her own undocumented experience and showed sympathy for immigrants. In 2018, she criticized the Trump administration's family separation policy, writing about arriving in the United States at age 5 without papers and expressing horror at the thought of children being taken from their parents. She also referenced Trump in her music, including lyrics about being told to go home. In 2020, she criticized Black celebrities who supported him and said she had no interest in joining his movement. That history makes her recent actions even more striking. By January 2026, Nicki was publicly praising Trump, calling him her favorite president. On Wednesday, January 28th, she attended the U.S. Treasury Department's Trump Account Summit in Washington, D.C., where she openly declared herself his biggest fan and later shared a video online celebrating him as the greatest president ever.
Hello guys, I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the Queen of Rap.
She posted a video saying she was standing with her favorite president, calling him the greatest leader ever, and proudly added that she was beside the Queen of Rap. As expected, the reaction online was brutal. Commenters did not hold back and quickly flooded the post with harsh remarks. One person shared old headlines involving her husband and brother, adding the phrase, "Birds of a feather flock together." Another user sarcastically asked whether she had received any pardons yet. Someone else uploaded an image of Uncle Tom's Cabin and joked about her doing a remake. The situation became even more uncomfortable when people reminded her that she is still not a U.S. citizen. Instead of ignoring it, Nicki responded directly in the comments. Her replies suggested that her new relationship with Trump might help move her citizenship process faster. She repeatedly mentioned residency and hinted that paperwork was being finalized. She even thanked Trump publicly, praising him as generous and charming, while joking about receiving a gold Trump card for free. To many viewers, it sounded like she was admitting she could use political connections to get ahead. At the same time, critics accused her of attacking immigrants who lack money or powerful contacts. Clips from the Trump summit showed her surrounded by MAGA supporters, yet observers questioned whether she truly belonged there. The mood appeared tense, and some felt she was being mocked rather than welcomed. What stood out most was the lack of self-awareness. She once built her image by supporting immigrants and marginalized groups. Now she openly praises a leader known for policies that hurt those same communities. Whether this shift comes from confusion or a deeper moral break is up for debate. Many fans are left questioning how everything changed so dramatically.